Please welcome Mr. Zach Braff, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't want no scrub. The scrub is the guy that can't get no love from me. I got the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me.
Come on in, Zach. Sit yourself down. You're a lot bigger than I thought you'd be. You're a lot taller. I thought you were quite a small fella, but you're a decent sized man. You're
6 feet even.
Okay, just saw you in Scrubs. What a great show.
Oh, thank you.
It's on, I believe it's on E4 over here. I don't know what channel it's on over in the United States. NBC. Great fun. How many series have you done of that?
We've just started the 6th one.
Right. And will this be it for you, or are you doing more? Because I know your film career is really taking off now as well.
I don't know. I mean, the show, I think, could go on for a long time. I sort of don't have to decide for a couple months till March, so I think I'll procrastinate as long as I can.
Because I would have thought if you leave, you know, maybe they could carry on, but it would be a kind of big upheaval for them, wouldn't it?
They always tell me that they'd be fine without me, so...
Well, they will say that when you're negotiating.
Yeah. But maybe that's what they say. But.
Okay, now the character you play, John Dorian, his name is.
John Dorian, he's a medical... Well, now he's a doctor. When the show first started, he was an intern, really wide-eyed, and he's very goofy and silly, but always tries to do the right thing, but always ends up running into walls. And
a decent sort.
Very decent. And actually, he's a good doctor, but it just takes him a long way to get there.
Have you picked up any actual doctoring skills while making this show?
You know, not really. I wish I had picked up more. People sometimes ask me to check them out.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, not like finger in the bum or anything, but like...
You're going to the wrong clubs. But would you ever attempt to pass yourself off as a doctor?
It depends what the circumstances were, if they were interesting. Do you have a scenario for me?
Pamela Anderson has passed out on a busy sidewalk.
Yes.
She's gasping for air.
Yeah.
Clearly her clothing needs to be loosened. Step one.
She's not really my type.
Okay. A younger lady, not quite as
with real breasts,
inflated.
With real breasts.
You're not a fan of the...
No, I don't like the big giant jugs, fake jugs. No.
Do you like big giant non-fake jugs?
No, not really. I'm more of a... You know, I'm talking about this on live.
You like... Well, you're single at the moment, aren't you?
I am single.
Well, we could hook you up.
Yeah.
What are you looking for?
If you have the following type of breasts, please stand.
Big nipples?
Not big nipples.
Well, use your fingers to show us the size of an erect nipple you're looking for.
Not like pepperonis.
Like that, like a thumb?
No, that's gross.
That finger. All right, well, we won't establish that this evening.
This is such an odd show.
All right, so, do you think, Zachary?
Yes.
Do you think doctors ever get tired? Say you're a straight man, which you probably are, right? And you're a doctor. Nothing wrong if you're not. And you're a doctor, and a lady's coming all day, more breasts, more breasts, more breasts, more. When you get home in the evening, your wife goes, darling, you go, oh, not more? Or do you think they still welcome a breast?
I think that they probably get worked up all day long because they saw some sexy breasts, but they can't touch them, and then they go home and close their eyes and pretend all those breasts are on their wife.
A character from Star Trek. You can play them like xylophones. Okay, let's talk about Zach is not just a talented actor, he's also he's a writer and director as well.
Yeah.
Congratulations, there was a movie, was it 2 years ago I think it came out?
Yes.
2004, Garden State. I don't know how many of you saw Garden State. It was a charming, funny, romantic film. Zach Braff directed and starred in it. Pretty low budget, I imagine.
Yeah, we made it for $2.5 million, so...
Wow, that's next to nothing, really, for a proper
film.
film.
Nothing.
And it went on to be quite a success, didn't it?
Yeah, it did really well.
Okay. I'm surprised that you haven't made another film yourself. I know you're appearing in a new movie as an actor, which we'll talk about in a minute, but I'm surprised that you haven't...
Well, Scrubs is a lot of work. We do Scrubs for 8 months out of the year. So actually what happened was I made Garden State, and then I edited it, and I did Scrubs for 8 months, and then I spent that next hiatus promoting Garden State. So I only have a limited couple of months a year to do my own projects.
Okay. Zachary Braff is a Jewish gentleman, is this correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you're of the Jewish faith. Being Jewish, did you go through, how kind of, I don't know what the word is, not hardcore, how traditional Jewish are your family? How Jewish...
How Jewish am I?
How Judaic...
That's a good name for a show. How Jewish are you?
But I see, my wife is Jewish, and she's not really that Jewish.
I'm not really that Jewish. I enjoy a lot of aspects of it, the traditions and the humor of it. But I can't say that I'm a good enough Jew to go to temple regularly or anything.
Did you go through the bar mitzvah process?
Oh, I did have a bar mitzvah.
See, I kind of admire Jewish people for sticking with that, because my boy's about to turn 30 next year, and basically he's just going to be slobbing around playing video games for the year. And all
well, I didn't have a
at
choice.
school.
My parents made me.
Well, you learn stuff from the Torah, don't you?
Well, you learn you learn to read Hebrew, which is its own alphabet, and how to pronounce it.
So that's a big chore.
That's very hard, actually. I have no idea what it means, but I could read a Hebrew sentence. It's hard enough just to learn how to read it. So between whatever age up to 13, you learn how to read it so that you can read from the Torah on your bar mitzvah.
But incredible.
This segment's called Zach Braff Presents Judaism.
Yeah, but what a marvelous thing to do, because it would acquaint the young man with the intricacies of his faith and make him prepare him.
You
for
don't
the
care
future.
about any of that.
No. Well, okay.
What you care about is they're going to throw you a huge party and someone tells you you're going to get cash as presents.
So you have a big party. That's right. It has to be a big party, and lots of other Jews come as well. Is that right?
Well, non-Jews are invited as well. You don't have to show that you have no foreskin to be let in, but.
Yeah, but I went to one, although the door policy wasn't that stringent. I had to wear a yarmulke and sit at the back, and I was wearing the yarmulke. I must admit, I thought I looked quite rakish with the yarmulke. I looked a bit like Robert Redford with the yarmulke. Okay, well, Garden State is one of the favourite films in my house. My kids love watching it. The older ones of the kids love watching it. The new movie is out now. Is this a movie I can take kids to? This is called Last Kiss.
No.
It's not the same sort of film? It's not a similar kind
No,
of...
this is, it's pretty naughty.
Oh.
There's a lot of sex. It's more of a drama. I would say it's not as. There is some comedy in it, but it's a really intense, more of a raw movie about relationships and turning 30 and commitment and lust and sex and love.
It follows the kind of stories of a group of friends,
It's about a group of guys who are all. It's actually based on an Italian movie called L'ultimo bacio, and this is an American version of it. It's about a group of 30-year-old men who are all facing their own crises about getting committed for the rest of their lives.
Now, the character you play is a young man who is married, I believe?
He's married.
He's married.
Well, no, I shouldn't say he's married. He's been in a relationship for 3 years, and they're talking about marriage.
Okay. And then he finds out that his partner is...
He finds out that she's with child unexpectedly.
With child. Okay.
Yeah.
And this prompts him... He doesn't rush out to buy booties.
No.
He goes into a spiral of doubt.
Well, he gets really terrified. It all sort of happens very quickly. I think that my generation grew up with most of our parents getting divorced, it seems like. So now that we're reaching marriage age, there's maybe even a little more skepticism than usual about whether it's possible to be with someone forever. And in fact, my character has a line in the movie where I say to my girlfriend, I told you I'd marry you when you could name 3 couples you know personally that have lasted more than 5 years. And when she can't, he sort of has felt like proud that he's proven his point.
But of course, what if I may use the phrase, a schmuck? What a terrible thing to say to a partner.
Yeah, but one of the things that's cool about this movie is that, like I said, it's very real. And it isn't. I'm shocked that an American studio made this movie. This isn't about where the leads do all the right things and say all the right things and are the good guys. I mean, these are about guys who are often, assholes.
They all mess up. And who is the young woman who plays your part in the film?
My girlfriend is played by Jacinda Barrett.
So you have Jacinda Barrett, and then your character gets it on with another lady.
Well, what happens is, amidst his crisis of dealing with freaking out a little bit, he's not helped by the fact that a young seductress, played by Rachel Bilson, who you may know from the OC, she makes it very clear that she wants to sleep with him.
That makes life complicated.
That complicates things, yes.
Let's have a look. Well, this is the clip of Zach Braff in his newest movie. It's called Last Kiss. That's Zach in action there. The movie opens all over the UK here on October the 20th. How nice to spend some time with you. What a charming guest.
Thank you.
He's a funny, witty and very talented young man. Mr. Zach Braff.
You've been so nice.
Thank you so much. It was great to have you on. Really, thank you. Mr. Zach Braff, ladies and gentlemen.